And today we're going to look at the artists that I'm excited to watch on Friday. The first artist on the list, Little Uzi Vert. The hype is going to be their sing-along moments. Mosh pits. All kinds of energy happening at his set. So this is one of the most anticipated sets. So Little Uzi was supposed to be the headliner at Rolling Loud, California. He could have headlined Rolling Loud, but decided to drop out so he could play at Coachella because Coachella is more important than Rolling Loud, and he understands this. His performance on the new Sahara or the Coachella stage, wherever they put him, is gonna be epic. Little Yachty, same thing.
You can't take the heat. You need to stay up on those streets if you can't take the heat.
I just came back from Rolling Loud, so I'm like in the hip hop mode, you know. I want to listen to hip hop.
Hey, little mama, would you like to be my sunshine? Nigga, touch my game, we gon' turn this shit to ice on my neck, cost me 10 times 3. What? Yeah!
Grimes. And you know, she started dating Anima, so she's probably gonna have some crazy visuals. Next we have Taking Back Sunday. Rock is so much fun, and I feel like festivals don't have enough rock these days. It became more pop and hip hop and EDM. So rock. Rock bands are always hard, and Taking Back Sunday, if the set times make sense, somebody I want to watch for sure. Next up we have Son Rompera. Son Rompera is a cumbia group from Mexico City. So you just want to come dance, you want to come have a good time. Son Rompera is going to bring the vibe at the Sonora tent. You know when like people grab a bunch of paint and they just throw it at like a blank canvas and then they call that art? They're not painting anything. They're not Bob Ross fucking telling you a story or Leonardo da Vinci. I think the weird is sometimes what you want to watch at Coachella, some weird stuff. Clowncore definitely is that. Emperatriz was at Coachella 2022. I was trying so hard to make it on time, but it took me like 2 hours to get into the festival. And I really wanted to see them. It's a French band, and they're back at Coachella this year again. So I'm definitely going to see La Emperatriz. No matter the times, I have to see them. It reminds me of old Coachella. They have such a feel of like fun indie music, and they also sing in French. And I took French for 6 years when I was in school, about 4 years in high school and 2 years in college. I've always been fond of the French language and French music. So a lot of our assignments was to listen to French music. So I actually listened to a lot of French music back in like high school days and stuff. So a quick note, also somebody that was supposed to be on Friday is Tyla. So Tyla dropped out and canceled her Coachella performance and canceled all her tour because she got injured. She had a sold out tour doing nothing but venues that were like less than 2,000 people, small little venues, and she's got over 50 million Spotify streaming numbers right now. She's got the same amount of streams as like the top artists at this Coachella lineup, and everything is a business when it comes to music and performances and going on tour. And if this artist is already averaging like 40-50 million Spotify listeners, and she sold out the initial phase of her tour doing small tiny venues, and then you had her perform Coachella, she was going to become even bigger. And then you're kind of wasting that tour because you're not going to make as much money because she's such a hot commodity. So what you do is you cancel the tours, then she's going to drop another album, and then launch a tour from there, then do the festival circuit. So I feel like she blew up too fast. That's just my opinion, and I don't know her music. It's more like a new generation artist, but that's my conspiracy theory thinking of why she dropped out. Steve Angelo is a member of Swedish House Mafia. He was performing at Coachella 2017. Was at Coachella 2022 as well, performing with Swedish House Mafia. Next, we have a duo of Chris Lake and Chris Lorenzo called Ante Up. You know, Chris Lake and Fisher last year closed out the outdoor theater, one of the best like sets in the whole Coachella weekend last year. So now he's back doing Ante Up, and they're going to be performing together, whether it's Sahara, the outdoor theater. I don't know what they're going to be playing, but you know this is going to be a fun set. So I always like a good DJ set, so I had to put them on here. Next, we have Young Miko. Now, Young Miko is one of the probably rising stars in Latin America. She's a rapper from... one of the rising stars in Latin America. I want to see Young Miko.
Beefed up, bigger, stronger version of the old one. Trying to build something of this scale in about 5 months, I would say it's pretty unheard of.
Pretty much confirmed, kind of half confirmed by Golden Voice. They made a post on their official Coachella page talking about the new Sahara tent. And they kind of used her song in that promo. So Peggy Goo playing the Sahara tent. I don't know what time, maybe like a 6 p.m., 7 p.m. We don't know the set times. We will be making videos once the set times drop. Next, we have another DJ set, and it's Everything Always. John Summit on social media, especially on Twitter or X, he's going crazy at some fans and people are arguing with him. He loves to argue with people, but he loves to get it. He knows how to grab attention, and this is, you know, an attention-driven economy, an attention-driven world. Whether you like him or hate him, he's very polarizing, and they're gonna put a good performance. So Dom Dalla and John Summit together on Friday, probably closing out the Sahara tent. What time will they play? Are they gonna close out the Sahara tent? Most likely, but I think that's gonna be super fire. Playing at the same time as Lana Del Rey, or after Lana Del Rey, like kind of like starting 30-40 minutes after her set starts. So some people want to watch that instead of Lana. Atiz is a K-pop group coming to Coachella. To be honest, I don't really know one song from these artists. I've seen some of the performances. I get a lot of comments saying, check out a tease. Check out a tease. And it's, it's a K-pop group. I watched some of their YouTube videos and performances that are going to be well choreographed. They're going to do a cool moments. They're going to have cool crowd moments. So if you're a fan of them, that's going to be super fire for you. If I'm waiting for an artist that's playing right after them or whatever, I might end up watching a little bit of that set just because it's like, I'm just curious to see how that's going to look with all the choreography and the set design. If you like K-pop or you want to see something unique coming all the way from the other side of the world, I think that's pretty cool. The compi Visa. Stupid. Bizarrap is the hottest producer, Spanish producer from Argentina. He has this YouTube channel where he has these sessions in his studio and these rappers just straight up create bangers in his minimal setup, making so many stars blow up on his page. Snow the Product, Nicki Nicole, Young Miko was on there. Shakira has the biggest song on there. Everybody has worked with Bizarrap has like millions, tens upon millions, maybe hundreds of millions of views because he just is a great producer and the product that he delivers is amazing. But he's also a DJ and he performs and brings out guest performers at his performances, just like Metro Boomin did last year, bringing out The Weeknd, bringing out Future. We could expect Bizarrap to bring out a lot of guests. They didn't want to pay Shakira what she's worth, definitely, and they wanted her to be a sub-headliner, and Coachella decided to go in a different direction, which I think that's such a dumb move. Like, Shakira should have been a headliner from the beginning. She would have, like, helped push more tickets than the current headliners, in my personal opinion. She's just such a global icon. She is launching her world tour with this new album. That's the #1 song of last year. I think the most streamed song last year of 2023. Bizarrap's biggest song. To me, it makes perfect sense to have Shakira come out and promote her tour. The same way Kendrick Lamar came out in 2022. He came out during Baby Keem's set at the Sahara tent after he announced he was dropping his new album. So he's like, oh, he was doing interviews. Oh, I'm dropping my new album. And boom, he comes out during Baby Keem, all the headlines. Then he launches his album, launches his world tour, which he did with Baby Keem, actually. So that's kind of what I see Shakira doing this as a big marketing move to push her sales and, you know, have her for the first time at Coachella. I think that'd be cool. The return of Justice to Coachella. Justice, this duo from France. Last year they had the Chemical Brothers closing out the outdoor theater right before Bad Bunny, so I think they're gonna have Justice closing out the outdoor theater on Friday. It's one of the most anticipated sets of the whole weekend, so yeah, Return of Justice, we're gonna be seeing them. The artist that I'm most excited about for this entire Coachella weekend, not even just on Friday, but just overall, is Peso Pluma. Performing at Coachella for the first time. It was just written since last year when he was blowing up. In February of last year, he had the Ella Baila Sola, which became the #1 song in the world. Then he came out on Jimmy Fallon, and then he came out as a guest performer during Becky G at Coachella.
Hay por ahí, mi hermano Peso Pluma.
There was a picture of Paul Tolet talking to Peso Pluma at Coachella backstage last year. It was reinforced that he was going to come to Coachella. Then there was a Billboard article where Peso Pluma said that his manager was already in the talks. And he's about to drop his second album, which he's like teasing. He ended up being the number 2 billing on this card, Peso Pluma, right under Lana Del Rey on Friday. New Sahara tent, they want something badass like that. You should have Peso Pluma close it out right before the headliner on Friday, which that sounds really cool too. Whatever he plays, I'm going to be there for sure. Peso Pluma, most anticipated artist of this entire Coachella weekend. For sure, he's going to bring out his cousin, Tito Doble P, Jaciel Nunez. Maybe he'll bring out Anita. He's been bringing her out. He's brought her out twice. Maybe he brings out Karol G. He probably won't bring out Nicki Nicole. So I don't know. I don't know who's going to bring out Nathan Elcano or Junior H. He has features with everybody, so expect a lot of features. This is like Mexicans for the first time getting a spotlight at Coachella. You know, like even Grupo Firme or Los Tucanes, they were playing like at 3 p.m. or 6 p.m. The Banda MS played like at 3 p.m. So this is the first time that a Mexican artist is actually going to play late at night. With all the spotlight on them, live stream all over the world on YouTube, and we get to see that performance. People get to see how badass Mexican music can be with the trumpets and everything. So I'm super hyped for Peso Pluma. The next set, it's the first set debuting the new Coachella stage, which is the Quasar stage.
This is the actual stage design. We have 2 monolithic LED walls. They have dimension to it that will be scenic in mirror so that it feels like it's also part of the environment. So we'll be looking to create innovative 3D worlds. And then we're using real-time content playback in the media wall.
A new technologically advanced stage is going to be playing 3+ hour long DJ sets. So the first one that's going to be debuting on Friday is Honey Dijon by Green Velvet. Definitely check it out because this is the very first set this stage is ever going to have. Like, this is a historic moment, and also it's a new stage, something new at the festival. So those are the artists that I selected for Friday. Let me know which artists you're like, bro, you didn't even talk about this artist. Let me know in the comments if I missed anybody. I listen to every single artist in this lineup, at least a couple songs. I watch some live performances. We all go to Coachella for different reasons. You probably, if you're watching this video, you're going to be in the Yuma for 12 hours. You know, you don't care about none of the artists that are outside the Yuma. That's perfectly fine too. Or you're going to be at the Do Lab all day. Stay tuned for day 2, Saturday and Sunday set recommendations coming up next, as well as other videos coming up. We have Coachella's here. So if you have any questions or you guys want me to make a specific video, let me know in the comments below.